Here at Bedford Skincare, Donna is going to do permanent makeup on Rebecca here, who just had eyeliner done.
And now we're going to focus on the brows. She's had topical applied, and now we've drawn them on in the white pencil, which we can leave on. She okayed the shape, and we're going to go ahead and start the procedure. We'll do this side, and I'll do the other side. We will see the difference, okay? We already, Rebecca is active. She loves to go to the gym and things like that, and so she's always having to apply her makeup early in the morning, and it takes her a long time, so now she's like real excited to, to have a wash and wear face.
Yeah.
And how long will the permanent eyebrows last?
Brows must be touched up probably every 1.5 to 2 years. Sometimes with a real light blonde, we maybe say, I would say every year, because we use a very light pigment. So as we wash our face, we're in the sun, you're always going to want to put, once they're healed, want to put sunblock on your brows because it will retain the color. Okay. But it does tend to fade, and because we don't use a real dark color and so forth, we do touch-ups every 1.5 or so.
Okay.
But eyeliner will last a long time, as will lips.
Okay.
So. In order to shape her eyes, or to give her face a better shape, with the eyebrows, do you just follow along with the line that she already has?
She does have a great line already. Yeah, she does have a great line already. She has some brow, but she just wants them filled in. They're very thin, especially on the outer side here. We've given her a nice arch, which it's her natural arch, but it will be that she has to draw on all the time. But now she won't have to do that. But it will, brows, really frame your face, and so it's important. Brows are important. We can actually. You don't need this, but some people need it, and it can take off 5 years. If you look at someone who doesn't have any brows and then you do brows on them, it will make you look 5 years younger. So we don't, but then you're going to look 12. So no, it may not be necessary.
I'm only 12 now.
Oh, okay. So you are numb, so it shouldn't. But if you do feel anything, you can tell me, and I'll put a little more topical on. Okay. A little nice arch, just a little bit of an arch. You already have a nice arch, and we're just making your brow a little thicker. So it's basically enhancing what you already have, and the perfect brow actually starts in travels. You kind of use a line through the corner of your eye, and then raise your eyebrows. And then the natural arch is going to be right through the eye, where your eye is, and then through the corner of the eyes where we end the brow. So this one is a little short, and we want to make it match. So we're going to actually have a little bit of pigment out here where there's not hair, but it's going to look really natural. You're going to leave with it looking dark today, and you know that because it's going to take about 7 days before it peels. And then you're going to, we actually kind of shaped your brows a little bit the other day, huh? So took out some of that extra hair down here. Towards me just a little bit. So you want to make this one match the other one. Raise your brow again. That's where your little arch is. And your hair is just, you have brows. It just needs to be enhanced, like when you put your pencil on. But now you won't have to use your pencil. And it won't come off when you go swimming or go in the shower, or it won't take you 2 hours in the morning like you said it does, so to get ready. And you'll live with it for the 3 weeks. You'll come back. We'll see how much stayed in the color, how much retained. And then we'll add, you can tell me you want it a little darker, you like the shape, or you like it a little thicker. Take a look at that and tell me what you think as far as the shape. I'll show you with the Q-tip like we did the other day, the perfect brow. You go right here in on the nose, and you kind of go through the corner. Your arch is right, your natural arch is right there. You can raise your eyebrows and see the arch right there. And then through the corner over here, it's going to kind of fade. It's not going to be as dark out here
Yeah.
but it's going to kind of fade out. And we don't go down, we come out, so your eye is opening. And you know, brows give you your expression, and people that don't have brows or don't,
Right.
put brows on at all.
This looks really
Yeah.
nice.
And then this one, I still think this one is a little short too, but we're gonna go with what your shape, and then we can always add a little. See, right there. And it's gonna make them match a little bit. We don't want them to be identical, but we want them to look like they're related.
Mm-hmm. God, they look so much nicer.
Okay. Well, if you like them in white, wait till you see them in the color.
I know.
Now, when we're doing this, I'm not tattooing like one solid line, and actually the pigment here will look dark, but when it fades, you're going to see skin through it, so it looks natural. You actually don't have a solid line once we finish. It will be when it fades. When you come back for your touch-up, you'll see. You'll lose 50%, you come back, and then next time maybe 30%. But that's the natural process, and we don't want it to be dark and look like you have a tattooed eyebrow. We want it to look natural. So that's why it's we use special needles and special techniques. Yeah. Quite a few passes to actually get the pigment in the skin, and then when you come back, you'll have it. There will be pigment there, and it's like it's like putting down a primer, and the pigment acts like a magnet and will grab the other pigment, so it helps retain the color. There's actually 9 little needles in here, but you don't see them. You can hardly see them without a magnifier.
So this is actually a very simple process.
It really is, if you get the right shape. I mean, it's very important to have the right shape for the right face. It's like some people, if you don't have the right shape, it's not good. And you certainly see some people that don't have that. So we try to do it really natural and the best for individual. I guess I want to say individualized.
You basically work according to what people already have and just enhance.
True, but some I've done people that don't have any brow. I mean, literally, maybe have 1 or 2 hairs, and the way we do it, it's going to look, it's going to look natural, because we don't have to have hair there, but yet we put it on in a sense like if it was just makeup. It's not like a thick tattoo. You know what I mean? It's going to look natural.
That's already looking beautiful.
It's I've done people that have had chemotherapy or going to have chemotherapy. They want to retain their brow. They're afraid they're going to lose it. I've had people that have alopecia where they don't have any hair. So we've had to create a brow, which for them, and you basically follow their brow bone and how it would naturally look. And people say, well, when people get old, are they gonna? If their eye droops, are they gonna have their brow in a different place? No. Your brow is where your brow bone is, and it's always going to be there. And so you put it where it's supposed to be, and then you're fine. It's not like it can move all over your face.
So it doesn't shift.
No. Another benefit is to have, you have some direction for when you do pluck your eyebrows, shape your eyebrows, you'll be able to kind of go along with the with the pigment. So you know where to keep your brows and when not to.
So you kind of have your own little natural guide.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes people are afraid to pluck their brows, but brows where you don't need them are kind of a detriment, really. That you want to have them in the right place, and if they're not in the right place, they make your brow look thinner. So you have a way to enhance your brow.
What are the aftercare instructions after having permanent makeup done?
Good question. She's going to put a little Vaseline on a Q-tip No, actually, I'm sorry, we changed it. Take a clean finger and just take and pat some Vaseline in one direction before she washes her face, and at night. And you wash your face naturally with warm water and splash the brows, and don't scrub them, just get them wet though, and wash off the Vaseline. We don't leave the Vaseline on. The brows need to breathe. It's basically to just kind of protect them while you're washing your face. We give that written instructions. We give her instructions so she can remember that. But same with the eyes. She's going to do a little with the Q-tip and Vaseline, and that's only just to give the eyes a little, give everything just a little protection while you're washing your face. I think it helps kind of soften the skin a little bit, so when it does scab up, it kind of comes off a little easier. But we don't want people rubbing their eyebrows or picking them or anything. If it happens to come off too soon and they can't help it, that's a different story. But if you pick it off, then it will be more like a little shiny area, and it'll be harder to get the pigment to stay. So we ask people to please not pick it off. Just if the skin's kind of hanging, when it starts to scab, then they can kind of trim it off, but not peel it off like a sunburn. You want to leave it and let it come off naturally. And that'll happen in 5 to 7 days. It'll kind of get crusty a little bit and start to peel off. And
that's fairly quick.
So can I swim in that 5 to 7 days?
Yeah, you just want to. Are you going to be gone that time? Are you gonna,
no,
you want
I'll
to
be here, but I do physical therapy in the pool, but I don't dunk my head.
Okay, now just put your little Vaseline on before you get in the pool, because the chlorine might, protect from the chlorine. I would put a little Vaseline on, like if you were washing your face, and then when you get out, you wash your face with warm water and get the Vaseline off.
Okay.
But it'll kind of help protect for the next couple days, especially because you do kind of, we do break the skin. And you want to make sure, like when you're out in the sun, and if you are walking or anything, you want to have a hat on.
Okay.
Because you can't really apply sunblock until your eyebrows are healed.
Okay.
So if you can protect them from the sun while you're healing, it's good too. And we don't even think about it, but the sun is one of the biggest, that's why our eyebrows fade so rapidly as the sun. So it's always good to put sunblock on once they're healed. Okay. Check it out and see what you think. What do you think?
They look awesome. Oh my gosh.
You have brows.
I have brows.
We're almost finished. I just have to.
I never had brows.
Never had brows? Well, you had pretty good brows. I mean, you have a nice shape, and your face is beautiful, and it's going to really just enhance your expression. I'm going to show you what I'm going to have you do with the Vaseline, and that's very easy.
Okay.
We don't leave it on though, because you want it to breathe. But I'm going to give you a little tube, little instruction book. You're going to take a clean finger, and before you wash your face, you're just going to go in one direction like that with the Vaseline.
Okay.
And then you're going to wash your face normally. Splash warm water on your face.
Okay.
Not rub your brows, but just, and then you're going to take warm washcloth and pat it dry.
Okay.
Pat off the Vaseline, because you don't want to leave it on. So I'm going to kind of take it off with a baby wipe right now. So, and then give you the tissue to kind of keep blotting, and we'll be done. I'll take a little picture and have the post picture, and we'll be all set.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Tell me what you think.
Yay! I know it looks dark now, but I know what it's going to look like. Mm-hmm. It's going to look very natural.
Yeah. Think 50% lighter.
I know.
And then it won't even, it just looks so dramatic when you first leave, and sometimes people get a little scared because it's so dark, but it's a very light color, so.
No, and I do this eyebrow, I raise a lot, so you
but now they're kind of,
it.
yeah, they're balanced now.
You made it more balanced.